No, 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 definitely not. No can be quite a powerful word. Now, I would advise that about 99% of the time, game masters should say yes. But what is that 1% of the time that you should say no? I'm XPLovecat, and I'm here to give you tips on being a game master and on some of my favorite RPG systems. In this video, I'll give you a rundown of the situations in which I think you should say no, and a little bit of context on 2 different types of no's. So starting with the types of no's. 1, you can say straight up no. This is a situation where you just know something is not going to work and you don't want to bother going down a rabbit hole. It's okay to sometimes say no. The other type of no is more of a negotiation style, and it's the no but. I prefer this method of no because it's more of a compromise and both parties can leave feeling content. The no but is essentially taking the player's idea and morphing it into something that will better fit within the game that you are playing. This way, they feel like their idea is still validated. So what are those situations in which you should just say no? The first and the most common situation is if something were to imbalance a PC. This can be either making it overpowered or underpowered versus everyone else at the table. So I've chosen one of my starting weapons. Awesome, what's your first weapon? Okay, well first I have to tell you how I acquired such a weapon. You see, my father owns a pawn shop, and one day a particularly beautiful blade crossed his desk. He's been saving it for me until I was old enough to venture out into the world and to take care of this beautiful weapon. What weapon do you want? It's the luck blade. Alright, can you remind me what it does first? Yeah, no problem. Let me read it to you. So basically, it's a +2 short sword that gives its possessor +1 luck bonus to all saving throws. The possessor also gains the power of good fortune, just a reroll once a day. And let's see, yeah, it also says here that it could contain up to 3 wishes. So, I'd leave it up to you if I get 1, 2, or 3 wishes, just whatever you think is right. You do realize you're a level 1 character, right? This takes a caster level 17 to make, so nice try, but no. You can save up for it. This leads to making it really hard to balance combat and also makes it not very fun either for the person who's underpowered or not fun for all the other players just watching the overpowered person go around and beat everything or solve all the mysteries and they don't have anything left to do. So it's really important that you keep some level of balance of power between all the PCs at your table. And watch out for this specifically during character creation when this can happen the most. Oftentimes, characters will ask for a piece of equipment or an ability that is just way overpowered for the level that they're at. Maybe it's something that they work into later, but definitely not right away. The second situation in which you should say no is if it doesn't fit within the setting that you're playing. So if you're playing a campaign in ancient Rome and your player wants to create a cell phone, the answer is no. It does not fit within the setting and it just won't work. The third one is a big one, and that is player-on-player interactions. This would include combat or persuasion. So if one character is wanting to persuade another to go down the right path and the other character wants to go down the left path, but by the roll of the dice is successfully persuaded against, you're taking away that player's agency. And that's a no-go. You definitely want to make sure that all of the players at your table feel like they're in control of the way that they're playing their character. So if they're being persuaded to do things they don't want to, that's not fun. The only situation in which this would be okay is if both parties consent. Even then, I would use it very sparingly. So I was thinking it might be a good idea to go steal that gem from Miss Gorgon's place down the road. Ooh, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you've heard those rumors of her turning people into stone. I really don't want to take that risk. I mean, talk about a different take on lawn gnomes. Nah, that's all just rumors. I can't stealth anyway, so it would have to be you. Let me roll to persuade. Success. Well, my character definitely wouldn't do this, so I guess I'll roll to resist. I fail. What happens now, GM? Well, she did successfully persuade you, so as you approach Miss Gorgon's house, you see the lawn is littered with different statues, one of them looking strangely like your neighbor. And as you quietly tiptoe onto the lawn, Suddenly, a creature bursts out from the house and looks you directly in the eyes. Your turn to stone. Ooh, spot of bad luck there. Guess you can start working on your new character? In the same vein, no instant player kills. So let's say one of the characters is sleeping and the other one's on watch. That person on watch has a grudge against the character that's sleeping. They are not allowed to go over and coup de grace. That's a no-go. So tell me, have you ever straight up said no in an RPG session, or have you been told no? If so, give me a yes in the comments. Now there's just a couple more reasons why you might want to say no to your players. The first is if they're spending a lot of time in a certain area and feel like they don't know where they're going, players might ask you, is there anything else to search in this area? I'd say it's okay to tell them no in this situation because it gives them a little bit of guidance and they can be on their way and move forward with the campaign. And my final tip on when to say no is if your players want to do something that will make someone else at the table uncomfortable. Keep in mind the number one rule of playing RPGs, and that is to make sure that everyone playing the game is having fun. So if something they want to do is really uncomfortable for someone else, like flirting with their character or maybe going down a dangerous path, maybe tell them no, because you want to make sure that everyone is comfortable and having a great time. The bottom line, make sure that things don't happen in the game that strips away the fun for others. Always ask the question, will this enhance my game and make it more fun for the players, or will it distract from my game, complicate it, and strip away the fun for my characters? If you ask that question, then you'll have a lot of clarity on times when you should say no. Hopefully this sheds light on the 1% of time that you should be saying no as a game master. I'm really excited for some more GMing tips that I have coming up for you, but I'd love to hear what you want advice on. So let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.